And now I assume that there is some sort of conversation that you would like to have or inform people of why this took place, how this took place. Practice, is that the reason? Is there a chance you play? What happened there behind the scenes? And when did you hear how pissed off people were about you getting put on the active roster last week?
Well, I figured there'd be some conversation about it. The story is simple. We lost to the previous week, and I was, again, targeting the 24th to come back. So I assumed I was going to go on IR. I asked to be put on IR because, there was a conversation, do you want to practice? And I said, not at the expense of somebody getting cut. I know how this works, and I didn't need to feel like I needed to practice to continue my rehab. I could do on-the-field stuff on the side. But obviously, I got overruled there. It is what it is. And, yeah, that was an interesting situation. I called Nick right away. I just said, hey, I just hope you know this isn't coming from me. I asked him to put me on IR. But he actually said, hey, look, I'm vested. I'm getting my money. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. He would have got elevated this last week if he'd been healthy, but he'll be back up this week, I'm sure. But it's the same old thing. It's the same people with the same comments. I think what we should do, Pat, is the same people who are criticizing me, or coming up with these conspiracies, about my injury or whatever. Before they talk, let's go back to 2021 and let's make people say their vax status to start. Then that'll frame all these comments in the right window.
Okay.
So before they say something, let's have them say, and ESPN's probably going to shut us off here, but let's have them say, hey, I'm so and so, double vaxxed with Pfizer and triple boosted, and my opinion about this is this guy's a bad guy because he just wanted to practice and took money away. Then at least you'd know, and everybody could know at that point, that they have their puppet masters who are puppeteering them to say this certain thing about this guy, and that they're still upset about the fact that I believe in medical freedom. So it's the same tired narrative, and it's an interesting spot for me because I'm basically just saying, hey, IR, right? This is this season, is over for me. Again, I got overruled, so because of that, I was on the practice field. I love the practice. Didn't want it to be at the expense, of a teammate. But again, that's out of my control. But again, it's the same people. So let's make sure we're asking the right questions to these people before they start spouting off, so we can actually frame each one of these specific comments in the right perspective.